at Disney Springs today. Try Everglazed for the first time. I've had their donuts before, but it's breakfast time. It is the one place that is open for breakfast as well, as early as 9 o'clock. Everything else opens at 11. So if you're here early for some reason, or you want to stop by here early, this is your place for breakfast. They have a ton of seating inside and outside. They have a cute little patio area. When it's beautiful out, it's a great spot. They have music playing. It's very fun. They have a ton of options to choose from. Look at these. They look amazing. And they also have a whole menu, and I wanted to show you guys this screen because it gives them a lot of options. It shows you all their options. They have a ton. Not only do they have coffee, but they also have these chillers. They have smoothies and milkshakes. Look at that. They did have their Christmas. I didn't see any Christmas donuts now, but they did have specialty Christmas. We're going to be trying this black raspberry beret donut. I love a jelly-filled donut. Of course, any gift cards. They have this dulce de leche if you're into it. Cinnamon sugar, buttercream, and look at this. Put a ring on it. We're definitely going to be ordering one of these. All right, guys. I got the cold brew donut topper. And they said that you can change the donut. It doesn't have to match. So I got the peanut butter cold brew. That's there. And it came with a peanut butter donut, but there was no filling. It was just topped with frosting and a bunch of Reese's cups, and I was like, it's a little much for my breakfast. But I was really intrigued with this ube. I love ube, and this is a vegan donut as well. I think I want to try the coffee first because usually something sweet will change the coffee flavor. So let's do that first. Oh, that tastes just like a Reese's peanut butter cup. Like real peanut butter. I don't know. I hear people say that, like real peanut butter, what's fake peanut butter? But it's not like a syrup. Like I got a piece of peanut butter in there. Like it's like little pieces of peanut butter and then they just melt in your mouth. That's nice, and it's not super sweet. I thought it was gonna be a really sweet, and it's not at all. All right, let's try this ube. It honestly tastes like a glazed donut. It's really airy. I'm not getting any ube. I'm sad. I was really hoping I was going to be able to taste it. And I got one of their glazed because I wanted to try their standard, but this is basically an ube colored. Like they use that, I'm assuming they use like a powder, like an ube powder to get the natural coloring for the food dye, but not really the potato itself to get the flavor. It's also not overly sweet, which is nice. Even with the sugar crystals on top, provides a good crunch. Okay, here's their glaze. It's very pillowy, like my finger went right through it. That's nice. Much more pillowy than the ube. Did you see that? It just like grew and expanded. This is nice. This is great with coffee. Because again, it's not sweet. The donut itself is not sweet. It's fresh. It's not stale at all. And the glaze is like a glaze, not frosting over it. So it really does complement this donut. This is a good glazed donut. I can't get over how much it expands. It's so, look at my finger. It's just sinking in. It's like quicksand. Ooh, this one's good. They gave me an extra box for the ube one. And then they all come in these big boxes. Like this. Individual. I don't know if you can buy a dozen. I should look that up. I'm sure you could buy a dozen, but like, would they come in a box to fit a dozen? These are huge. Maybe 6 at a time. Maybe it'll be 2 boxes. Then this next one's gonna require a knife and a fork. For sure. And they're very berry now. I had this donut before, at least I thought I did, because I love a jelly donut. But then again, it might have been a seasonal one for the summertime when they do the strawberries, because this one says it has goat cheese in it. Black raspberry icing, black raspberry jam, and goat cheese buttercream. Let's look at that. It looks like it has like corn flakes on it, like frosted flakes on it. Alright, the first bite, I'm gonna go for it as a regular. Oh, here, I think that's the goat cheese buttercream. I'm gonna go for it first bite. Let's see. I didn't get the jelly. It's really deep in there. This is where the knife and the fork is going to come into play. This one's definitely more on the sweeter side, so that pink frosting is really sweet, along with the jam. I'm not getting any of the goat cheese, unfortunately. That thing in the bottom, that's just the donut hole that they keep inside. They don't remove the donut hole, because it is their yeast donut, and it does look, the donut itself is glazed, which most of the time I do enjoy that when they glaze the donut and then frost it, because sometimes the donut itself needs the glaze. But with the jam and with so much of that pink frosting and then the frosted flakes on top, it is very sweet. So it's not bad. I think it could have done without the pink frosting on the top. And if that goat cheese was actually a little bit more tangy with the jam, I think it would have been really good. It would have been bomb. And the fresh berries on top is a nice touch. But again, you lose a lot of it because of how sweet that pink frosting is. Still a good donut, but I think I'd pass on this one. Next time, I think I'd try a different one. All those donuts are pretty intimidating though, don't you think? They're so massive. And that's what I'm afraid of. Is that I'm gonna get something that I don't really want to finish. And we don't got money to waste. But yeah, the cereal's a little stale on it. I think it's a little much for a jelly donut. But surprisingly, how sweet the donuts are, it's actually making the coffee better, because I can taste the peanut butter, and since it wasn't so sweet, the coffee really comes through. And the peanut butter does too. So this was good. So overall, I think my favorite out of these three was the glazed donut. Yeah, it's just too good. The ube is great for our vegan friends because you're basically getting the glazed donut experience, which you can't go wrong with just a simple glazed donut. Some that I saw, an apple strudel, the peanut butter. There was an espresso one. They all looked really good. Interesting. Maybe I'll come back to try those. They also sold breakfast sandwiches, so you can get like fresh cooked eggs on top of sausage or bacon on a sweet bread, that's what they call it. And or you can, for $1 more, you can get it on a grilled glazed donut, which indulgent. But I can't do eggs, for those of you who don't know, so that's why I didn't grab a sandwich. But again, if you're here early and you're hungry and you don't want to wait and you're gonna go do some shopping, this is a great spot right at the Orange Garage. Security is the best because no one's over there, so you just walk right through. You don't have to worry about anything, and it's right. I parked right here, so let's say if I was leaving right after this, boom, easy in, easy out. So it's definitely something to stay aware of a great little corner. They're playing music. That table's outside. It's beautiful out today. The sun is shining right next to the Splitsville and right across the street from Summer House. So if you wanted to do like a 2-for-1 little, grab a cocktail over there, grab a little brunch, get a little donut, or get your coffee after you got your mimosa. They're right across from each other. And AMC Theater is there, so it's also a nice little spot to grab a little snack before going into the movies. They do allow you to bring bags in from the locations, like food bags and stuff like that. Never got stopped once, so it's a good location. I'm not gonna lie. All right, now that we're done with breakfast and we've got our Everglazed donuts, let's go see what's happening at Disney Springs. Right now for January, we are on the Orange Garage side, which we don't come over this side as often as I used to. So let's see what's happening over here. Avatar is playing. We did get to see it at an early showing on December 18, which was fun. Great movie. And see, a few steps away, AMC, Summer House, Haleo's here, and Splitsville. Now let's have like cool photo ops here for the new movies. You know what? Another place I have yet to try, Salt Straw. Definitely need to stop there. I definitely got my sugar fix for today, but maybe that'll be our next one to check out next time. It's a cool sign. It wasn't like this all the way. They definitely updated it. It's cute. Christmas decorations are still up. It is January 8th. So that's nice to see. Bo's signature candles. Did not know this was here. Smells great. Make your own candle for $30. That's cool. Then we have, is that a P? Hell Soccer. For our soccer fans. Sneakers, sockers, hats, clothing. Sunglass hat is always needed. I'm sure this gets a lot of attention. But for me, I like to go into the more Disney themed stuff. So let's go check out the Candy Cauldron. A favorite of mine ever since I was a kid. We had to stop here and look inside. I want to see if anyone's working. Sometimes you can catch them making the apples fresh right here. So they have the setup. So maybe they're getting ready to start dipping some apples, but they also make cotton candy here for us. So that's always fun. Let's go inside. I like they've definitely opened up the space in here. From when I was a kid, it was crowded. But you can always get your Disney favorite candies here. crazy banana candy. Yum. And they have different colors, but I'm assuming they all taste like banana. That's my favorite. Oh, and they have the old banana. All yellows. Oh, how cool. They put the apples over here too. So you can get the prepackaged stuff. Poison apple. This is like a newer version of it. It looks a little smaller, but I think it's because it's the candy and not the caramel. This one says mixed caramel. And of course all the fun like kid candies, you know, the jawbreakers. Who doesn't love that? Oh, look, a sample pack of all the emotions. Fear's grape, anger cinnamon, sadness is blue raspberry, joy is lemon, and what? Disgust is pickle. Gross. That's fun. This cauldron one is new. I like that. I saw that on the window. Brand new. Like M&M's. Oh, they have the little cake pops. They already have Valentine's out too. And of course the cauldron, the witch for the apples. But yeah, this is a very well themed, very popular. Have to stop every time and check out what's new. I was so tempted to get the cotton candy because I haven't seen anyone get it. And he said, I asked if anyone had been buying it. He said no. No one had really been buying it, but that he knows that the pickled cotton candy flavor is very prominent in the cotton candy. But it's $16, $17 for cotton candy. You know, I just couldn't do it. But I'm curious to see if anybody else has tried it, because that's funny. Pickle? And there's people who love pickles, so I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, the staff is great in there, answered all my questions. That poison apple cake pop is just a chocolate cake pop that's the shape of an apple. So that's good to know. And the candy cauldron, like caramel apple, he said it's made with dark chocolate. It's one of the few items that have the dark chocolate. And how they got the rim was with a cookie. A chocolate cookie. And I was like, that is fascinating. I've always liked to learn how they make the treats. That would be like a goal one day, is to like go to one of the bakeries and like do a few items with them. I would love that. But on to the next Marvel superhero headquarters, one of the few places that you can find Marvel merchandise on Disney property. I think honestly it might be the only place where you're gonna find all the Marvel merchandise. You'll get a few things spread out throughout the world of Disney, but you don't find them in the parks anymore. You used to be able to find them in Hollywood Studios, but not anymore. They took that whole section out. So I think it might have been playing a little too close for comfort with the licensing, but they got permission to do it here at Disney Springs. Oh, I like that. It's a Guardian of the Galaxy mug. Have all your toys, your props. Inflatables, light up inflatable Marvel toys, $15. That's not a bad sale for your Marvel fans. Thanos tumbler up top. That's really cool. Let's see if I can find it low. I'm not seeing so far. Look at that. I Love You 3000. Legend series. Look at that. How cute. He's a little Valentine. Iron Man. That is cute. $40. And of course they have the Iron Man hand to fit all the stones, and they sell the stones separately. I like the sweater. Very nice. And I do have this Thanos mug. I love it. Oh, and here's the tumbler. Very cool. They have a Thor mug. Kind of looks like his hammer. We got Spider-Man bubble wand. They have a lot of Spider-Man merchandise here. The web shooter. I think it's because they have the Spider-Man ride in Disneyland. I think they're spreading out his merchandise. Oh, I thought this was just a figure, like you can like have it in a stand, but you can also wear it. That's cool. And his eyes change. You can blink with them. That's cool. Oh, and here it is. Oh, so it even has the neck sleeve. That's cool. It's a nice collector item. $150. They have the What If Captain America zombie. Have you guys seen in Disneyland? It's so cool. They had that come to life. And they have the Dr. Doom. $149.99 as well. These are great collector items. I'm sure these are very popular amongst that community. My wallet is happy that I am not. But maybe one day, because these are really cool. The fact that you can wear them too, they're not only just for display, it's nice. It's a Star Wars store. Wow. I know. That's really cute. And look at that. I guess it's popular. They have them here too. And you can get the head. And they look wearable. This one's a little cheaper, $119. Wow. They both sold separately. Oh, actually no, you can take it apart. That's very cool. Some merchandise items. And some merch. I think a lot of this you can also find in Galaxy's Edge. Special edition doll, $30 on sale. And oh, can you make your own? Now guys, I gotta tell you, not a Star Wars fan, I don't know what any of this means, but I can assume that it means that you can make your own lightsaber. That I do know. $249, $250. So so these are collectors. These are not just like ones you play around with. Star Wars. So honestly, if you don't know much, you could just ask the cast members. He was super nice. I was just curious. You know me, I'm always just curious. I don't know much of Star Wars, but those are replicas that you can get. And so you would buy the handle. I'm sure it's more than just the handle, but you can buy the handle, and there was the one that I picked had 2 lightsabers on it, so you would have to buy the 2 lightsabers separately which was an additional like $50-$60, he said. And then it would be in the color that she has, which was blue and green, because I saw the color crystals there. So I said, could you change the crystals? And with the replicas, you cannot. You have to buy it as that character's saber. And then they have the crystals there because at the parks you can make your own lightsaber, and those you can change. So if you wanted to be green one day and then red the next, you could, because those are your sabers. So you can do what you want. So they said that they tend to get people who walk through and see that they have the crystals and they want to buy an additional crystal, they can get it there. I was calling it lights and he was like, oh yeah, so yeah, they come here and get the crystals. I was like, crystals. But he was very nice. I was like, I don't know much of Star Wars, and he goes, oh, you seem to know a good amount. And I'm like, well, I get the base of it. I don't know who. He told me who the girl was that has the double saber, and I was like, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't pick mine out of the lineup. But it's fun. It's fun, and the cast members, they work there, they like it, they know the history. So if you wanted to go in there and kind of geek out and have a moment in there, you definitely could. They're ready for it. So last stop on this little trip here that I love to do here. So see, you can see this whole strip. So we started at Splitsville and went all the way up, and now the last is Disney Style. I like going to Disney Style because they tend to have some unique items that is not going to be at the World of Disney, and they tend to have those unique items that sell out quickly at World of Disney here as well. So sometimes I always say, like, if you don't find it at the World of Disney, give Disney Style a chance, because they might have it, or they might have something even cooler, because their style is different. It's definitely unique to them. So see, they're gonna have your Christmas, the things that are happening over at the World of Disney. But let's say these totes were sold out, they have them here. But then let's go over to more of their unique items. Disney does have like a bow collection. I think it's a shirt. No, there's another shirt that has like all bows. It's really cute. And so here it is here. But there's one that has a bunch of bows. And then you have a mug that has a bow. It's very cute. But it is a Starbucks mug, which is different. And then they have a pink one. And it's not white, it's just like a very pale pink. Very nice. It's like the design of this stuff. They have the lanterns here. And then these like decals, they change over the season. So that's cool. And the same thing with the screen here. This is a nice picture of Main Street for Christmas. They change it. I love it. Okay, Miley. They have the best shirts here as well. These character shirts, you're not gonna find them at the World of Disney either. Look at the ducks of Disney. How cute. Especially the people who like to leave the ducks on the cruise ships and the resorts. They have a Jack up there. I can't see, but he's up there. I like that. I don't want to unfold anything, so I'm not a good folder. They have an orange bird and a nice Lion King. These are all running for $34.99. There's a park one. And look at this friendship bracelet on Walt Disney World. That is going to be a popular one. I noticed that they tend to favor Winnie the Pooh here. So if you're a big Winnie the Pooh fan, they tend to have a lot of his merchandise all the time here. The whole pink section, the most magical place on earth. Ready for Valentine's Day. A Small World. That jacket looks nice. Stony Clover, 30% off. There's the Valentine's Day merch. Love is in the air. How cute. That is super cute. We got the ears. Mickey and Minnie being coy. How cute. Alright, that was our time here at Disney Springs on the Orange Garage side. We saw a lot of cool stuff, a lot of new things to me. So, I hope you guys liked the video. Please like and subscribe. My name is Stephanie, and thank you for being a part of my world.